There's a place on Earth you're not supposed to go, a continent bigger than the United States and Mexico combined, yet no one can live there freely. It's not Area 51. It's not a secret base. It's Antarctica, a frozen land wrapped in silence, guarded by treaties, blurred on satellite maps and sealed off from ordinary people. So what are they hiding? Why is the coldest, emptiest place on Earth also the most restricted? Let's find out. Antarctica is the harshest place on the planet, a desert of ice and wind. But beneath that frozen shell lies an alien world. There are mountain ranges taller than the Alps, hidden under miles of ice, rivers flowing in total darkness, and over 400 subglacial lakes sealed from the surface for millions of years. One of them, Lake Vostok, is the size of Lake Ontario. When Russian scientists finally drilled into it, they found bacteria that don't exist anywhere else on Earth. Life is hiding down there, and where life hides, it adapts. But Antarctica's biggest mystery might not be buried in the ice. It might be drawn on paper. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis created a world map that changed history. The map, drawn on gazelle skin, showed the coastlines of South America and the detailed outline of Antarctica. The problem? Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820, over 300 years later. Even stranger, the Piri Reis map doesn't show Antarctica covered in ice. It shows rivers, bays, and a detailed continental outline, the kind of accuracy we only achieved with modern satellite data. When US Air Force analysts compared it to radar scans of the continent's bedrock, it matched almost perfectly. Piri Reis wrote on the map that he compiled it from 20 charts and maps from ancient times. If that's true, someone long before modern civilization knew what Antarctica looked like before it froze. He wasn't alone. In 1531, the Orontius Phineus map appeared, showing Antarctica centered at the South Pole, complete with mountain ranges, rivers, and coastlines in the correct locations. 2 centuries later, the Boache map of 1737 portrayed Antarctica as 2 land masses separated by a sea, something modern radar would later confirm. 3 maps, 3 centuries. 1 forbidden continent drawn in impossible detail. Coincidence or evidence that fragments of an ancient world map survived into modern history? Professor Charles Hapgood believed these maps were remnants of an advanced pre-Ice Age civilization capable of global navigation thousands of years before Egypt or Mesopotamia. Even Albert Einstein called Hapgood's theory a worthy idea for further study. If true, it means an ancient people once lived on a warm, fertile Antarctica before a cataclysm froze everything in place. So what happened to them? Did they vanish with the shifting crust? Or leave something behind under the ice? Modern satellites have detected heat sources deep beneath the frozen surface, massive geothermal anomalies that have no geological explanation. Some scientists call it magma activity. Others think it's something else entirely. Radar scans reveal enormous voids, caverns large enough to hold skyscrapers, some geometric, some perfectly circular. Are they natural formations or are they ancient structures that have been entombed for millennia? In 1938, Nazi Germany sent an expedition called Operation Neuschwabenland. Officially, they were looking for whaling grounds. Unofficially, they were searching for something else. Ancient relics, lost technology, maybe even the entrance to a hidden world. After World War II, rumors spread that they built a secret underground base known as Base 211. A year later, the US military launched Operation High Jump. 13 ships, 33 aircraft, nearly 5,000 personnel, led by Admiral Richard Byrd. It was the largest Antarctic expedition in history. It was supposed to last 8 months, but abruptly ended after 8 weeks. The official report blamed bad weather. Unofficially, Admiral Byrd returned warning of flying craft capable of traveling pole to pole at incredible speeds. The government dismissed it, but eyewitnesses said something happened out there, something they weren't prepared for. Then, in 1959, the Antarctic Treaty was signed. 58 nations agreed to lock down the continent. No mining, no private expeditions, no permanent settlements. Entry is restricted, and every inch is monitored. They say it's for environmental protection, but think about it. It's the only place on Earth where every major power agrees to stay out. If it's just ice and penguins, why all the secrecy? And then there's Blood Falls, where a glacier in the McMurdo Dry Valleys appears to bleed. For decades, no one could explain it. Eventually, scientists found it was seawater trapped beneath the glacier for 5 million years, filled with iron-eating bacteria. They don't need sunlight or oxygen. They live by transforming metals, thriving where life shouldn't. If such organisms can survive in Antarctica's darkness, imagine what could exist deeper below. In 2016, satellite images revealed pyramid-shaped peaks rising from the snow, each side nearly 2 kilometers wide. Geologists call them natural nunataks, carved by ice and wind. But to the human eye, they look engineered. When users searched for their coordinates, many found them blurred or missing on Google Earth. If they're just rocks, why hide them? In 2018, the Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna, ANITA, detected something impossible: radio signals rising from beneath the ice, as if particles were traveling upward through solid Earth. According to physics, that can't happen. Scientists suggested experimental error, but the signals kept coming. Some think it's evidence of exotic particles. Others whisper it could be communication, something transmitting from deep under the continent. Pilots and researchers have reported strange lights over Antarctica for decades. Metallic spheres that dart across the sky, vanish into clouds, and reappear miles away. Some say radar tracked unidentified craft diving straight into the ice. In classified documents from Operation Deep Freeze, military observers described aerial objects unlike any human aircraft. And then there's the most chilling story of all. In 2002, a small satellite relay team near the South Pole went silent. Their last transmission was a panicked voice saying, "The sky is opening." When rescue teams arrived, the camp was abandoned, equipment still running, meals uneaten, no bodies. The official report blamed a sudden storm, but others say what descended on that camp wasn't weather. Could Antarctica hide something ancient, still active beneath the ice? Some scientists quietly admit that the continent's crust hides massive geothermal hotspots not linked to volcanoes. Others mention magnetic anomalies and radar interference near the poles. One classified NASA report described gravitational inconsistencies under the Queen Maud region, the same area shown on the ancient maps. Maybe the Piri-Reis map wasn't fantasy. Maybe it was a snapshot of Antarctica before the world turned cold. And if ancient cartographers saw that continent firsthand, who were they? Explorers from an unknown civilization? Or visitors from somewhere beyond Earth? Whatever the truth, Antarctica has always been treated as something more than ice. The 2048 expiration of the Antarctic Treaty could change everything. That's when nations will vote on whether to open the continent for resource extraction. Beneath the ice lies gold, oil, and 70% of Earth's fresh water. Whoever controls Antarctica could control the future of the planet. Maybe that's the real reason the skies are restricted and the satellites censored. Maybe they're not hiding alien bases, they're hiding history. A history so old and powerful, it could rewrite everything we know about civilization itself. Antarctica might be the last untouched frontier, or the last well-kept secret. It's a place where science meets myth, and every answer leads to another question. Maybe what's under the ice isn't alien, it's human. Our beginnings, our mistakes, our forgotten past, frozen in time. So what do you think they're hiding beneath Antarctica? Ancient technology? Alien life? Or the truth we were never meant to find? Because sometimes the coldest places on Earth hide the hottest secrets.